Hi, my name's Nancy. I'm from Southeast Queensland, and welcome back to my garden. This is the second episode in my little What's Happening in My Garden podcast. I've been to the markets this morning and gotten some pak choy and some bok choy to put in the spaces where I put out some cauliflowers, and then I got some other things earlier in the week. So come along with me and we'll pop them in. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to plant anything in my newly filled bed next to my raspberries, but when I saw these pak choy and bok choy at the markets, I couldn't quite help myself. I just decided I would get them and that they would be a nice, easy, quick little crop to put in this space, help condition the soil, and by the time I'm ready to put something in for spring, they'll be ready to come out anyway, if not already long pulled out. I'm not entirely sure yet what we will put in this bed. I haven't started thinking about where I will plant everything for spring. I have definitely started thinking about spring though. This is quite a short bed, and we're really restricted for height in this spot because this is where the fence meets the bird netting in the lowest point. Now, these little chickens, they were watching with anticipation, I guess, for some pak choy, which they definitely didn't get. Crazy little suckers. I have definitely started thinking about my spring planting. I got these violas to put in this basket that I have had for quite a while. I got two inserts because I thought I had two baskets, and it turns out I did. I just couldn't find the second one when I was actually trying to plant. And this basket in particular is going to go above my sand pit so that I can put some pollinating flowers in it. My mum always has baskets on her back deck with flowers in it, and it just makes me so happy. So I thought I would do that myself. I do have some baskets hanging in our chicken coop with succulents. They're pretty low maintenance and I never water them, they just get the rainwater. But this spot above the sand pit, which you can't see behind me because my washing is in the way, is a nice sunny spot that has a metal bar on top to hang. We did have some passion fruit growing there, but it was so wily. It went everywhere, all over the tank, up the wall there, and almost into my bathroom window. Now, this is actually very hard one handed to put this pot on, so I do apologize. And look, there's that other pot, that hanging basket, sorry, that I thought I had. And my husband actually pointed it out afterwards, after I had already put the other violas and what were they, pansies in the garden. But next time I go to Bunnings, I guess I'll get some more flowers to put in that as I have the insert. Now I also got some. I got two tomato plants and a finger aubergine. What's the Australian word for an aubergine? Eggplant. Um, and I just decided that I would up pot them and then put them in my greenhouse because I was pretty confident we were going to have another cold snap. And holy dooly, we did. It was like 1.4 all week and rainy and wet. So I actually put these in my greenhouse and they're doing so well now. I usually like to start my tomatoes by seed, but I thought I would just get a couple of plants to put in early so that I could have some early crops. And this week, I will start thinking about getting my big box of seeds out. It's just been so wet that I haven't been able to get out and onto the deck to spread everything out to see what I've got. You can see that my garden is an absolute mess. I'm not very good at tidying up things as I go. It's my whole life, really. Um, but in the top of this greenhouse, I have already got some capsicums, which I've been up potting and just waiting for the weather to be a bit warmer. These were some raspberries that I had pulled out of the path and then I completely forgot they were in here. I ended up taking all of these out of the bed and dispersing the soil into that bed with a pak choy. I decided I couldn't leave that middle shelf in there comfortably because it wouldn't give enough room for all my new plants to grow. And I think I'll leave these in the greenhouse for a couple of more weeks just to let them get a bit healthier and a bit bigger before I put them out into the garden. It is definitely just about to be spring. I ended up putting the rest of the violas and pansies in this garden bed, and then I found the pot, of course. Now, look at the size of this cauliflower. This is a sprouting cauliflower. My chickens loved eating all of these leaves. My son went to my friend's house, and so I decided to pick her a beautiful cauliflower. Unfortunately, all my cauliflowers have ripened at the same time. Look at the size of that. It's a very odd cauliflower. I'm not sure I would grow that variety again. It is really difficult to cut a broccoli with one hand, but these have all ripened at the same time as well, and I am slowly pulling them all out. Thank goodness. It definitely means that our beds will be ready for spring. My chickens also love broccoli stems. They really are spoilt for choice, these chickens. They live their best life. They unfortunately have not been able to free range in my backyard recently because I've had all the spring flowers in it and I haven't wanted them to dig them up because they definitely have in the past. This is my celery bed. We've just been like pulling bits off as we need. I don't think I could ever eat this much celery, even if I tried. I don't even like celery very much. But this was only 6 plants from a punnet from Hammerbarn, and it has just thrived in this spot. I might let it go to seed in the end and then collect some celery seed for the kitchen, but I think we're a little way off that just yet. How exciting though! And then finally, here is my chicken coop. It definitely needs a paint. It's been so cold and wet that I haven't wanted to, and I hadn't been out in a couple of days. But this chicken that's just vacated the box, she's sitting on 12 eggs that I got from my friend, which I thought were fertile, but while I'm filming this, we're at day 22 and I candled them this morning and I don't think that there's any eggs that are going to hatch. We'll wait and see because I couldn't candle all of them, of course. But we might go to the markets on Sunday and just get her some day-old chicks. Hopefully, that lady will be there to collect them because she is a good mum. Now, I picked some daffodils and the jonquils as well for my friend because I thought she might like them. And then in the end, here was the basket. I ended up making 2 baskets with eggs, broccoli, cauliflower, all ready for my sister-in-law and my good friend. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope to see you in the next one. Please let me know what else you want to see in my garden.